Okay. Okay, so have your block handy. We need a block. And maybe a strap, not completely necessary, but okay. And we'll lay down on our backs and take that block and place it under our sacrum. So getting into our bridge pose and just making sure that that does feel comfortable. Sometimes you can put a little towel on top of the block to make it a little more cushy. I'm not putting it up very high. You can put it up the second height if you want. But then when we come into our second stretch, it's a little much. So I'm going to put it on the lowest one just to get the hips off the ground a little bit. Sending the feet, so the soles of the feet pressing down. Sometimes I like to lift my toes up and then I feel the sole of the foot pressing down more. And then I press my toes down. Let the palms face up for just one breath as you tuck the shoulder blades under and open the heart. Breathing in through the nose. Let's exhale it out through the mouth. Let's take one more like that. Nice deep breath. Exhale out through the mouth. And then let's place our hands on our belly, fingers spread wide. And as we inhale, we press the belly into the hands. And as we exhale through the nose, we gently pull that belly button in and towards the spine. Inhaling, breathing into the hands. And as we exhale, little gentle contraction of the belly so you start to feel what the abdominals are doing. Another one like that, inhale. And exhale, belly button in. All right, releasing the hands. Let's take our right arm as we inhale up and over our head. And as we exhale, bring it back down. Take the left arm, inhale it overhead. And exhale, bring it down. And then we'll take both arms, inhale them up overhead. And exhale down by the sides again. One more time, both arms up and overhead. On the exhale, slide the elbows out to cactus arms. Inhale here into the heart. And then exhale, turn your head to the right. Nice and slow, inhaling back to center. And exhaling to the other side. Inhale back to center. Hold the elbows over the head so your biceps are by your ears, or your forearms can be on your forehead too if you can't quite reach over the head there. Take a deep inhale. Exhale again, turn your head to the right. Inhale to center. And exhale to the other side. And back to center. On your next inhale, cactus arms again. Just notice which arm you had on top. And as you exhale, put the other arm on top. Same thing, hold the elbows or the forearms. Inhaling, and then when you're ready to exhale, turn your head to the side. Inhale back to center, and turn your head to the other side. Inhale back to center. Exhale, bring your arms down by the sides. Let's take our right knee into the chest. You can leave the left foot on the ground, or you can stretch that leg. And if that block makes it too uncomfortable on your back, you can take it out and just do this on your back, flat on your back. I like to push through my heel, and then have a notice if your right side waist has scrunched up a little bit. Just lengthen it out and hinge at the hip. So you're bringing the knee closer to your chest by bending at the hip, not by turning your waist in. And then from here, holding onto your knee and maybe tilting that leg out to the side a bit more. If it feels more comfortable to have your left hand out, you can place the palm down, a little grip with the fingers. And again, press through the left heel. Last breath. On the exhale, bring it in and switch sides. So I like to bring my left knee in before I put my right foot down, and then slide that right heel all the way down. Keep a little bend in the knee so that all the pressure is not right at that joint, and then hug the knee in. Notice if you're bringing that knee closer is due to shortening your waist. If it is, just lengthen the waist, level out the hips, and bend at the hip. Okay, if you're feeling comfortable here and like to take that leg out to the side, aim the armpit or the knee closer to the armpit. Right hand can come out to a T, maybe grip the ground a little bit with the fingers. Not hard or anything, just a little kind of traction there to the ground. Breathe in through the belly, and as you exhale, tuck the belly button in. 2 more breaths. At the end of your last exhale, bring the knee in. Let's bring both knees in just for a quick little hug. And place the feet down. Take that block out of the way. Let's bring it in between our thighs. So feet should be under the knees, vertical to the ground. And then we hug that block in. Reach the hands towards the heels. Press down, shoulder blades tuck in. Let's roll up. So tilt the pelvis down, the low back rolls to the ground, and then we lift it up off the ground. We're trying to make like a flat surface from the knees to the hips to the shoulders. On the exhale, we'll just roll down. On the inhale, tilt your pelvis forward, roll the tailbone towards the ground. Exhale, roll the tailbone up, lift the hips up, lift the low back up, and maybe the upper ribs. Exhale, lower down, roll it down. When you're ready to inhale, tilt the pelvis up so the low back comes off. Tap the tailbone towards the ground, and then exhale, roll that belly button in towards the spine. And then keep it pulling in as you lift the pelvis off the ground. Let's exhale, belly button draws in, roll to the ground. Last one, tilt the tailbone towards the ground. And then roll down and up into your bridge one more time. We'll take an inhale when we get to the top of our bridge, and we're going to pay attention to our belly button and our abdominals. On the exhale, keep the belly button pressing in. Let's just lower a third of the way down so the upper ribs come down. On the inhale, try to keep that engagement in the belly, so breathe into the ribs a little more. And then exhale, lower the lower ribs down, but keep the belly button tucked in. Tailbone is turning up a little. And then on the last exhale, roll down to the ground. Okay. Inhale, let's roll back up. Belly big and wide. On the exhale, belly button draws in. Let's bring the upper ribs to the ground. Pause, inhale. See if you can keep engagement in the belly. Exhale, lower the lower ribs down. Keep the engagement in the thighs and in the belly. And then as you lower all the way down, let that go. And then take an inhale. We'll come up one last time. Do that one more time. So big inhale into the belly. Exhale, draw the belly button in and up. Lower down. Third. Take an inhale. Keep everything engaged as much as you can. Exhale, lower down again. Third. Keep the sacrum off the ground as you inhale. Exhale and let it go. Okay, taking that block out of the way and onto the side. Let's hug the knees in and come to a seat. So either cross the legs and roll up or roll to the side. We'll take the soles of our feet together as we sit down, holding onto our feet, and let the knees fall out to the side. Okay, tall chest. If your pelvis is rolled back still and your tailbone is more facing forward than down, you're going to bring your fingers behind you, roll the shoulder blades, and just stay here and work on rolling the pelvis forward. Otherwise, you can hold on to the feet, bring the elbows to the shins, or you might want to walk your hands a little further up. Your choice. I kind of like the hands on the feet. I feel more supported that way. Look forward, let the chest look forward with the eyes. Exhale. You're lifting up. Keeping the left foot in, let's bring the right leg extended forward, knees and toes pointing up. Okay, and then we'll look, so the thighs are making an L shape. We'll look to the center of those two thighs. Press down with the right heel and then pull the leg into the socket a little bit. So the knee might bend and you're going to feel some heat on the underside of the leg. And then you have your hands in front of you in that between the two legs, and you can walk the hands here. Okay, so I want you to keep that engagement in the right thigh as we walk the hands forward. And then breathe into the belly. And exhale, scoop that belly button in towards the spine, a little up. As you do that, you're probably going to feel your pelvic floor just automatically lift up as well. And then we'll stand or sit up. From here, let's take our left hand behind us Right hand comes up and over. Come onto the left shin and just give yourself a nice stretch from the right foot to the fingertips. And exhale, lower back down. Side bend towards that right leg. The fingertips can come to the outside of the leg or the inside. The inside's a bit more challenging. You can place that arm on top of the leg to the inside, your choice, but we want to turn the chest open toward the left knee. Turn those bottom right ribs towards the left knee, and the right arm comes up and over. Taking deep breaths into the right ribs. Sorry, left ribs. Exhale. Couple more breaths. And then let's inhale. And let's bring our twist to the left knee. So right hand to the left knee, left hand behind. Look over the left shoulder. As you exhale, draw that belly button in, pelvic floor up. On the exhale, let's turn the head, look towards that straight leg. Turn the chest that way. We're going to walk our hands down. Again, press down with the heel and pull it in. And if you want to twist a little bit, you can take your left hand to the outside of that right leg and walk your right hand to the side. Maybe the hand reaches the outside of the foot. And as you inch yourself a little closer to the leg, it really helps to tuck the belly button and the navel in towards the spine behind you and up towards the heart. Right. Inhaling, slide your torso back up and to the other side. So right heel comes into the left thigh, left leg is extended. We'll turn our chest to the center of the legs. We'll press down into the left heel and then pull it back so that we feel some engagement. And the knee comes off the ground just a little bit. And walk the hands to center. With the inhale, we lengthen the spine. With the exhale, the navel pulls in and up. Fold forward. Walk the hands up. Wiggle out the left leg. Take your right arm behind you. Come onto the right shin. The left foot comes to the ground. Right arm up and over as we give ourselves a stretch from outer foot to fingertips. And then exhale, come back down. A side bend toward that long leg. Fingertips can be to the outside, inside, arm on top, or arm inside. We turn our left ribs towards the right knee. Open the right shoulder and then bring it up and over. Make sure your head stays in line with the rest of your spine. Don't let it fall. Breathe into the ribs. Let's come up, inhale. Right hand comes behind us, left hand to the bent knee. All spine as we inhale. Exhale, look over the right shoulder, belly button draws in. Looking forward, exhale. Bring the chest to face the long leg, the straight leg. Walk the hands down. Inhale into the belly. Keep pressing down with the heel and pulling it in. As you exhale, the navel pulls back and up. If you want a little bit more of a twist, right hand to the outside of that long leg and walk your fingertips to the left. Inhale, let's come back up. Okay. Let's extend both those legs, give them a shake out, little pedal of the feet. And then let's bring those knees in. Take our block, bring it between the thighs again for our boat pose. Hands behind the thighs. We'll lean back. As we exhale, draw that belly button in and up so the tailbone kind of curves forward. Then we can bring the shins or the toes off the ground, maybe the shins parallel. Make sure your shoulders are rolled up and back. Keep squeezing that block. We did more of that last week, the block, squeezing the blocks and rolling the inner thighs towards the blocks and down. Take the hands off the legs if you can. Maybe another breath or two. Exhale, bring it down, take the block out, soles of the feet together. Just an exhale as you lean forward. And then we'll come back up, one more bridge. Bring that block between the thighs again. Hands behind the legs. And then rock into your boat. Squeeze the block, inner thighs in and down, belly button in and up. Maybe you feel that pelvic floor lift up as well. Exhale, feet down. Take that block out of the way. And let's bring our legs wide this time. Stretch the legs in a V. Shake it out just a little bit and then press down in the heels and pull the heels in. Hands are going to walk forward. Okay, inhale, coming back up. And let's make our way to our backs again. Hands behind the thighs, roll down. Hug the knees in, and then we'll go straight to our figure four, right foot over the left. And we'll bring the knee in, but instead of interlacing our hands behind our thigh, we're going to take our interlaced hands and bring it in front of the right knee. We're going to press into the hands. And then with our abdominals, bring the belly button into the spine, and then bring that left knee closer to the chest. So we're bringing the legs closer to the chest but we're pressing the right knee away. Exhale, let that go. Take the left foot to the ground, and then we'll twist. Keep the legs the way they are, and the legs fall to the left. Arms can come to the T. And let's look to the left side for today. Engage your abdominals, press into the outer edge of the left foot, draw the legs up. Left foot stays to the ground, half happy baby with the right leg. So we hold on to our ankle or shin, maybe our thigh. Stretch out the left leg if you'd like. If your eyes are closed, maybe focus the gaze to the third eye. Take a couple more breaths here. And then we'll release that. Okay, other side, left leg crosses over the right. Bring the legs closer to the chest. Interlace the hands, place them on the outside of the left knee, and then we press out. As we press out, we keep trying to bring the legs closer in. Flex both feet. Exhale, bring that foot to the ground, right foot, and then the legs twist to the right. Arms to a T, and then let's just easy look to the right hand. That right hand can also hold on to the left foot. Engaging the belly. Come back to your figure four. And then holding onto your left shin or your foot, half happy baby. Press the thigh towards the ground. Extend the right leg if you'd like. And whenever we're doing any kind of forward folding, even if it's just on the one side here, scooping in that belly button in and up just creates a little bit more space for the hip to fold. Reach through the right heel. Lengthen the neck. Relax the jaw. All right, release that. Hug the knees in and either roll to one side or roll onto your bum, and we'll come to our tabletop. Okay, hands under knees. Sorry, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Cat cow, look up, inhale. Exhale, round it out. Two more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, think of your navel. And as you exhale, draw that up, almost as if the navel is pulling up. Back to tabletop. Let's stretch the left leg back Curl the toes under, one breath to stretch the calf. Shift the weight back onto the wrists. Take the left leg and stretch it back, foot off the ground. Right arm extends as well. You keep your gaze focused towards the ground. It helps with your support, your balance. On the exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee, pull that belly button up. And inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it down. And other side. Curl the right toes under, stretch the calf. Shift the weight forward, lift the foot off the ground. Arm can extend forward. Okay, inhale. Exhale, pull with the belly button up towards the sky. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull it up. And inhale, extend. Exhale again. Inhale, extend. And then hand and knee to the ground. Okay, from here, keep your hips over those knees. Walk the hands forward. Bring the forehead to the ground or a block puppy pose. Press the hands down. Gaze to the third eye. Maybe squeeze the shoulder blades together a bit. Flare the armpits out to the side. Exhale, release. Walk the hands back. Tabletop again. This time I'll take our right leg out to the side. Flex the foot. On the exhale, bring the elbow towards the knee. And then we'll extend the leg back. You can keep the toes pointing out to the side. Exhale, little squeeze side of the side of the waist, and then lengthen it as you lengthen the leg out to the back. And then one more time, elbow to knee, out to the side though. And then lengthen the leg. Bring the knee back down. Same thing to the other side. So it's like a side crunch. Okay, so knee bent out to the side. On the exhale, squeeze it towards the elbow. And on the inhale, lengthen the leg. The toes can stay pointed out to the side. Squeeze it in. So shorten the left side waist. And extend. And then one more time. And extend. Bring that foot down. Toes together, knees wide, child's pose. Bring the elbows to the ground. Interlace the hands. And bring the hands over the head. You can touch your shoulders with your fingertips if you prefer that way. And then we really press the elbows into the ground and pull them towards the armpits. Create some traction. Exhale, bring the arms down. Come to tabletop. So readjust. And then we're going to come into our dolphin pose. So elbows under the shoulders. You might want to be a little wider than your shoulders, but not too much. Interlace the hands or place the hands flat on the ground. Placing hands flat on the ground is a little harder for the shoulders. We're going to press the forearms into the ground and the outsides of the hands. Curl your toes under. Let's extend the legs, so straighten the legs. Exhale. Let's bring the knees back down, look to the hands. Inhale. Exhale, back into the dolphin. And then look forward. And exhale into your dolphin. So press those elbows down, press the forearms down, press the outer edges of the hands down, and the heels come down as well. If you can, you walk your feet a little bit closer in. Send the sitting bones up and back, just like in downward dog. And the gaze is by the toes. Belly button pulling up. Exhale, let's come down to the ground. Okay, back to tabletop. Take a breath here. And then we'll walk our knees back and lower to the ground. Okay, from here, right arm out to a T, palm facing down. Let's roll onto the right side of our body, bend the knees if you'd like. Open the chest, stretch the biceps, stretch the pectoral muscle, and then if you want, lift that left leg off of the right, tap the toe behind you. Roll onto the belly, and then other side. Left arm to a T, roll onto the left side. Right fingertips are there for support. If you want, you take that right leg off of the left and tap the toe behind you. Exhale, lower to the belly. Okay, Cobra Pose. So hands by the ribs. Let's think of our belly first. We're gonna pretend we have like a little ball or something under the belly button, and we're trying not to touch that ball. So we lift up the belly button, and that engages around the waist and even the low back. We're gonna press down in the tops of our feet, and then trying to keep all that engaged, lift up, extend the chest forward, look forward, elbows pulling back towards the waist. Exhale, lower down. Let it go. Okay, trying that again. So belly button lifts up. So you'll feel the waist kind of cinching a little. Press the tops of the feet down. And then as you keep all that engaged, peel the chest off, look forward, shoulder blades rolling on the back. Exhale, lower down, let it go. And then one more time, belly button in, tops of the feet press down. You'll feel the knees lift away from the ground. And then we peel the chest off as well. Pull the elbows back. Exhale, lower down. We roll onto our left side. Bend the knees, make a little pillow for your head. Grab onto the outside of the right foot. You can extend the left leg if you have the balance. If not, just keep it bent a little. Roll the right shoulder back, shoulder blade back. Press the foot into the hand. Sometimes the leg likes to lift up as we do that. Try to keep it parallel with the bottom leg. Okay, release that. Onto our bellies again, locust pose. Thinking about our belly button again. So reach those hands back. Let's just do the torso to begin with. So lift up the belly button, press the feet down, very similar to Cobra, baby Cobra, except for our arms are extending back. So I find it's a little more challenging. Try to keep a little bit of that belly button lifting up. It's not really coming off the ground, just the sensation of it coming off the ground. Exhale, lower down, take a breath. Let the belly go, let the back go, let the glutes go. Okay, on the inhale again, navel up and back. You'll feel your pelvic muscle also lifting up. Okay, peel the chest off, reach the hands back. Maybe the legs come off the ground. And then that sensation of lifting the navel away from the ground. Exhale, lower down. Okay. We'll roll onto our right side, make a pillow with our hand and our arm. Bend the knees, reach for the foot, outside of the foot. Press the foot into the hand. And then we roll our left shoulder up, down, and back. Shoulder blade follows. Try to keep the legs parallel. And exhale. Roll onto our belly. Okay, Cobra Pose, hands by the ribs. Press down with the tops of the feet. Lift up in the navel area. Roll the shoulders back. This time we press down into the hands. Keep that engagement around the waist. Chest floats up. Shoulder blades down. Exhale, lower down. Let it go just for an inhale. And then exhale, engage it all back up. Tops of the feet down, thighs engaged, belly button, waist. And then we roll the shoulders up and back. See if you can hold it for a breath. It's not easy, this pose, so difficult. Exhale, lower down. Okay, take one full breath. Tabletop. Dolphin pose again. Let's bring our forearms to the ground, interlace the hands. And then we pull the head of the arm bones into their sockets. Curl the toes under, and then lift up with the belly button. Lift up the hips up and back, press the heels down. Okay, if you want to skip dolphin, because it's too hard, you can still stay in child's pose and bring the hands over the head. And so you still have that tricep action and a little bit of the same movements, even if you're in child's pose. One more breath for those of us in dolphin. And then we'll bring the knees down. Tabletop. Right foot comes forward in our low lunge. Right hand to the right knee. Let's take our left arm up and back. Look up if you'd like. Engage the belly button up and in. Pull the pelvic floor up. So even though we're in a lunge, we don't have to be sinking forward. On the exhale, we're going to come into a twist. So you're either going to take your left hand to the ground or block and turn with the right arm up to the sky. Or if you'd like, bring your hands to prayer. Take that left elbow to the right knee and twist here. If you'd like, you can even come up off the back knee. If your leg is up, place it down. We'll take both hands now and bring it to the inside of the right leg. Right hand to a block or the ground. We're going to open up so it's a little tight on the between the shoulder and the knee. And the left arm reaches up to the sky. Exhale, left hand down. Wiggle the right foot out to the side a bit more. Toes can point to an angle, 45 degrees. You can stay with the hands on the ground or bring the elbows to the block or the ground. Lizard pose. And even here, even though this is a really deep lunge and we're lunging forward, we don't want to feel like all of our energy is just falling to the ground. So we lift up in the pelvic floor, we lift up in the belly, we press the elbows down so that we lift the chest away from the ground. Exhale, hands down, and let's step the right foot back, lower to the belly. Sphinx pose, elbows to the ground, palms down, pull forward. You can stay in your Sphinx pose for half bow with the right arm parallel to the short end of the mat, or you bring your head down. We grab onto the left foot. Outside is always easier. If you grab the inside, the thumb points up. Press the foot into the hand, the arm straightens, shoulder blade rolls up, back and down. Try to keep the thighs parallel to one another. Think about your belly button, lift it up. Exhale, lower down, all the way. Take a breath here just with your forehead or your ear to the ground. And press up into tabletop. And then left foot comes between the hands. Low lunge here. Left hand stays to the left knee. Right arm comes up and over. Navel lifts up. Maybe the gaze comes up. Exhale to your twist, right hand to the inside, or prayer hands, elbow to the outside of the bent knee. You can stay low or take the knee off the ground. Turn your chest towards the bent knee, and as you do, the abdominals pull in and create a bit more space for that movement. Lower the knee if you have it up. Both hands to the inside. And then we turn our chest away from the knee. A little bit of pressure between the left arm and the left leg. Right arm can come up. Exhale. and down. Let's wiggle that left foot out to an angle. You can wiggle the right knee back if you want. And come into your lizard pose. Okay, again, we don't want to just let the weight of our body drop down. We're going to press into the elbows, lift the chest forward, lift the gaze just forward of the mat. And we're going to bring the belly button in and up. And even pressing down into the back foot so that you have some upward motion too with your back thigh. So we're not just letting everything sink down. One more breath. And let it go. Hands down. I'll walk that left foot back. Lower to the belly. Sphinx pose. Elbows down. Palms down, chest forward. And coming into the half bow, the left arm. Now we'll come across the mat. Bend the right knee. Hold on to the outside of the foot. Thumb would be downward, or the inside, thumb pointing up. With the thumb down, it's a bit easier. You roll your shoulder up, down, and back. Press the foot into the hand. As you do that, bring the belly button up. Press down with the left foot. And try to keep those thighs parallel. When you really pay attention to the abdominals, it makes the pose a lot more engaged, and so it might feel harder. Definitely feels hotter. The heat really builds up in the body. All right, release that. Let it go. Head or ear, forehead or ear to the ground. Take a deep breath in. Let all the muscles go. You can wiggle from side to side. Okay, one more dolphin pose or child's pose with the elbows down and the forearm, the hands overhead, your choice. Okay, if you're in dolphin pose, you're really pressing the forearms and the outer edges of the hands down just as much as by the elbow. Lift up with the belly button, press down with the heels, and also lift the sitting bones up and back. If you're in your child's pose, those elbows are pressing down and pulling back towards the knees. The hands are over your head in prayer or just hands interlaced. And then try to breathe into the armpit space. Those of you in dolphin, bring the knees down. And then we'll lower to our bellies. If you're in child's pose, you're going to come forward and lower onto the belly. Okay, again, our bow pose, we'll do it 2 times if you want to do it just on one leg each. Otherwise, you can try both legs at the same time. So if you're doing both at the same time, you're going to bend both feet. You're going to grab on to the outside or the inside. Let's roll the shoulder blades towards each other and down towards the waist. We're going to engage our belly. Try to get the belly button away from the ground. Peel the chest off, press the feet into the hands, and then maybe the thighs come off the ground. As you're doing that, you want to keep trying to lift that belly button up and back and engage the pelvic floor. That's it. Exhale, lower down, and let it all go. Even wiggle a little bit the bun from side to side if you want to kind of loosen that up. And then one more time. You're either gonna do your other leg or you're gonna do both legs again. Okay, pull those shoulder blades towards the waist. Peel the chest off, lift the belly button, press into the feet. And maybe those legs come up. Keep trying to keep them inward though. Don't let them splay out to the side too much. That's it. Exhale, lower down. Let it all go. If you want, you can bend the knees and then just let the legs kind of windshield wiper from side to side. Okay. Let's come up to a seat. Crossing your legs. Feeling tall in the spine. We'll rub our hands together. And place our hands to the belly. And then no more engaging that belly. You can just let it relax. Nice deep breaths in. You rub the hands again. Let's bring them to the eyes. Do our eye exercises. So as we inhale, look up. Exhale, back to center. And let's look to the right. And back to center. Look down. And back to center. And look left. And back to center. Let's look up to the right hand corner. And back to center. Down to the right bottom corner. And back to center. To the left bottom corner. And back to center. And up to the left. And back to center. Let's bring the eyes up to the eyebrows. Circle clockwise. And then circle counterclockwise. Keeping your eyes closed. You can stay here for a seated meditation or make your way to the ground for our Shavasana. And if you have to leave, thanks for joining class. See you next time. If you have time for Shavasana, we'll stay for, it's always usually 4 or 5 minutes. Lowering down to the ground. When you get there, let's rub our hands one last time and place those hands to the heart. Breathe in a few times into the heart. After your 3 breaths, let the hands fall to the side onto the ground. Let everything get heavy. You finish the practice. Let the breath go. And just enjoy these last few minutes of class with your eyes closed and in stillness and quiet. Taking a deeper breath in. And before really moving your body, just notice how the different parts of your body are feeling. When we practice yoga, we really are just training ourselves and practicing the skill of listening to the body and listening to the mind. And as we do that, as we practice it, we get better at it. And as we get better at it, we're going to be able to tell much more efficiently and just get better at telling what's good for our body, what's causing us stress, what's causing us pain, and then vice versa, what's good for us, what makes us feel good. And as we get better at that, then we get better at making the choices in our lives. And we get better at responding to things, reacting to things, all good and bad. Taking time now to move your hands and your feet. Maybe roll your head from side to side. Taking a last little stretch. And then meeting me in a comfortable seat on your mat. Right, finishing our class with 3 breaths. Hands out to the side. Let's inhale. Exhale, bring that to the heart. Inhale again, nice deep breath in. Exhale to the heart. And last one with gratitude and love. Exhale to the heart. Good work, everybody. Good practice. Namaste.